How can we paint beyond layers of struggle? The notion that challenges wear varied shades is the scaffold of the world's vision. It thrives on contrasts, on jagged horizons and fleeting strokes, on towering peaks and sprawling plains, on flickers of shadow and bursts of gleam, and countless hues where each brushstroke vies to stand apart. A bold crimson drowns a muted blue. A vivid flare steals the eye from a softer glow. An ocean drenched in menace, or one the world deems a richer prize, appends the soul's palette entirely. What the frame's gaze captures is a clash of colors. Don't seek harmony or insight in its chaos. Mirages always shimmer with disparity. How could they not? A mirage, by its essence, is a splash of pigment longing to solidify, craved as vital yet known to be a wisp. The spirit aches to blend it into truth, driven by a fierce thirst to claim it. Mirages mock creation's brush, they smear truth onto falsehoods. Spurning truth as too stark, the spirit recoils and crafts a fleeting triumph. Finding wholeness too heavy, it dips into fevered sketches. In these, the spirit drifts apart, a lone hue distinct from others, chasing its own whims and tinting the canvas at others' cost. Where do these divides take root? They seem to bloom in the vast gallery beyond. Yet surely it's the spirit that mixes the tones the eyes sweep in. The spirit alone deciphers their dance, splashing them with meaning, a meaning absent from the outer frame. What's hailed as real is merely the spirit's favored shade. It casts its own gallery of worth outward, sending the frame's eyes to frame it. Those eyes can't see beyond their prism of contrast. But perception doesn't rest on their strokes, it's the spirit that weighs their hues. Only the spirit decides what's solid or fleeting, longed for or avoided. A delight or a bruised dot, it's in the spirit's sorting and framing that perception stumbles. Here, the mending must begin. The spirit arranges what the frame's eyes offer, slotting each dab into its pre-painted ideals, deciding where each stroke belongs. What foundation could be more flawed? Unseen to itself, it's begged for pigments. To fit these frames, then declares the frame's true once filled. On this, all sense of difference hinges, the world's judgments lean on this rickety easel. Can such muddled, trembling strokes hold any weight? No hierarchy of struggle exists. In restoration, for all affliction is a mirage. Is it tougher to wash away a wild dreamer's faith in a sprawling illusion than a faint one? Will they sooner shed a roaring echo than a hushed one? Does a murmured call to shatter carry less weight than a bellow? To the number of thorns a shadow wield sway its truth in their eyes? The spirits painted them all as vivid, so they gleam real to them. When they see these are mere smudges, they'll fade. So it is with restoration. The textures that seem to set illusions apart don't matter. They're as fleeting as the mirages themselves. The frame's eyes will keep tracing contrasts. But a spirit touched by restoration won't linger on them. Some will appear more stormed than others, and the frame's gaze will sketch their altered tones as ever. Yet the restored spirit sweeps them into one frame. They're unreal. This is its mentor's gift, a vision that only two brushes matter when sifting the world's palette. Of these, just one holds truth. As reality glows whole beyond scale, shape, moment, or place, where divides can't take root, so illusions blur without edges. The soul stroke for any affliction is restoration. The soul hue for all mirages is truth.